Welcome back to The Average Kitchen. Mark here with a C. Thanks for tuning in. Today we've got the Instant Vortex Plus dual basket air fryer. It has see-through glass on both the doors that you could be able to see the product. Now we have reviewed in the past and I still use it all the time, I love it, an indoor grill made by Instant where the whole top lid is glass, and I can tell you, I love it. So I was excited to get this. So we're gonna do several tests on this today. The first thing is we're gonna do just a classic hot dog. One of the things I found on the Instant app, and I'm gonna show you that through some screen records. The Instant app is actually very intuitive and quite nice to use. And we're gonna do something very controversial here, an out of control, very unique, maybe first time you've ever seen it, topping to put on the hot dog, but I almost guarantee you, if you tried it, you would love it. Jamie never even heard of it before, so stay tuned to see what that's gonna be. It's gonna blow your mind. I almost guarantee you. So let's fire this up and get it going. So we're gonna go number one, air fry, temperature, 400, time, 6 minutes, which is what they recommend. And then we're gonna go sync cook, which then, as you can see on the display, mirrors the display. Now I'm gonna hit the light so you can see. Now Jamie, can you get that on the camera? Can you see the light, how it lights up this? It's obviously easier to see when you pull this out. A nice little light, even if it didn't have the glass, it's kind of nice to have. So we're all set, ready to go here. 400, 400, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, and we're gonna hit start. Let's let that preheat, and well, we should time that and see how long it takes. You got a timer going, Jamie? All right, so it took roughly 5 minutes. It is telling us, well, it's not telling us to add food, but it's chiming to add the food. So let's get our, I think it did say add food. It did say add food, okay. We'll get our all beef hot dog in. There we go. 6 minutes should start counting down now. Okay, hot dogs are cooked, look at that. Pretty nice looking actually, but we're gonna make you wait. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see what this insane, absurd ingredient is. It's gonna blow your mind. While you are patiently awaiting the results and the reveal of the crazy hot dog ingredient or topping, we're gonna do some chicken nuggies and fries. And if you're a fan of the show, and we hope you are, you know that generally when we do dual basket videos, we usually do nuggies and fries because who doesn't love nuggies and fries? So these are a Jane's pub style chicken nuggets. We're preheated. There is no instructions, and I did note, we have noticed that some companies are now putting air frying instructions or cooking directions on their products. This one does not. I laughed though just before we turned the camera on. It has microwave instructions of cooking a nugget for 2 minutes, which would be disgusting. We are crispy people here in my household and Jamie's household as well. But Jamie and I, we're crispy nugget, crispy wings, crispy fries, crispy everything. Yes, remember how it said, like, it's chirpy. This is really chirpy. We know, add food, we know. It's probably gonna take, based on our experience, it's probably gonna take about 35 minutes. That's gonna be our guess. I did notice the highest that this product will go, this air fryer will go, is 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's interesting to know. So we're gonna do the whole bag. So we're gonna pull out our basket here, the whole bag of nuggies. Now I don't wanna dump it in because you got all that those little pieces of batter on the bottom of the bag that always sits there, and like I don't wanna dump that in there. So I'm not counting here, but I don't know, Jamie, can you give me a rough idea what you think here? 25 nuggies? Yeah. 25 nuggies, which is a good amount. So we're gonna get those in. So you see what I mean, all this? You don't want that in the bottom of your bag, or the bottom of your basket. Now the other thing that's interesting is they do not recommend you submerge the whole basket in water. And I suspect it's because it can trap water. So they say that the trays, and I'll show that later, the trays that sit on the bottom of the basket are dishwasher safe, but they suggest that these have to be basically hand wiped out and not submerged in water. So we're gonna check in probably every 12, 15 minutes to see how the cook is progressing on this. But for now, we are cooking. So our basket's both finished. We will do, which we always do, we will throw on a decibel reader so you can see it is quite quiet. I did notice, and it sounds maybe pretentious, But this thing's like a dust magnet, and it's hard to see, but I've wiped this several times. There's all this little bit of dust that's sticking to this, which for kind of an OCD guy like me is kind of annoying. There's our nuggies. They look fantastic. Very, very crispy, which is what Jamie and I like. Here's our fries. Maybe could have went a couple more minutes, but they look pretty good actually. So that's our fries. Look quite nice. So let's give these a few minutes to cool down. And then what we're gonna do, which is kind of an average kitchen first, we're actually gonna make breakfast in this. So we're gonna do 2 cooks using both baskets. We're gonna do bacon and home fries. Bacon, home fries. But first we're gonna do hard-boiled eggs and like a Pillsbury in the can biscuit. So I wanted to sort of have this theme of breakfast and see how that would turn out. I'm really intrigued by these hard-boiled eggs air fried, but we're gonna try it. So let's try out our nuggies and fries. A little bit of salt on the fries, some ketchup here. As predicted, probably could have went a little bit longer. Cook time, which I failed to mention, was 40 minutes. And I know we get a lot of naysayers, a lot of hecklers, chirpers, saying, how does it take so long to cook the whatever, fries, wings, whatever we do? Listen, we didn't design this product, we didn't manufacture it, we're not affiliated to Instant at all, but it takes as long as it takes. And we cook it the way that we like it. And we like crispy nuggets, which you can see these are nice and crispy. And you know, if you like soggy nuggies, then cook them for 12 minutes, but we like them crispy. All right, so we're always trying to show the different functionality and the different options that you have with the product. So in this case here, it was Jamie that came up with the idea of these Pillsbury come in a tube biscuits. We've got our baskets preheating. The biscuits are actually gonna be on the bake function at 400 degrees for 9 minutes. And the eggs, this is all based off the Instant app, 270 degrees, specifically 270 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes on air fry. So we got farm fresh eggs from our friends that live locally that we're gonna do up. So we're just waiting for these to preheat, which only should take a few minutes. And we're gonna get these in, and it's got a sink finish. All right, so we got our eggs. So they suggest that you put them in, spacing them apart, that they're not leaning up against each other, which I guess really kind of makes sense. So we got our eggs in there, carefully. Okay, so that's good to go. Now we're gonna grab our biscuit basket here and try not to burn ourselves. Gonna drop that in and separate these 2 little biscuits here. There we go. So we got 6 in there. Hopefully they have enough room to expand and bake. All right, so our biscuits are maybe a little on the dark side, although they had, I guess they look pretty good. Anyway, we'll have a look at those in a second. So on the app, it showed that before you put your eggs in cold water, it says to give them a little tap with the back of a spoon before you put them into a cold water bath, and that'll help with the peeling. So I've never done that before, so I'm intrigued. So I just want to give them a little crack, then we'll get them into some cold water. Get a little crack into the water, and because there's nothing worse than trying to, oh. Wow. Okay, so that is not a hard-boiled egg. Well, that was interesting. A little tap and broke the egg that was not hard-boiled. Okay, sorry, I'm a little rattled there. That threw me off. Let's have a look at our biscuits here. Just gonna cut into one and give it a try, or have a look. All right, so they're cooked nice through. I mean, they could use some butter, but they're pretty good. All right, let's see. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this mess here, but it said on the app 11 minutes would be for a hard-boiled egg. We did 11 minutes. As you just saw, that egg exploded. It's nowhere near hard-boiled, but let me grab a bowl. Sometimes things happen on the average kitchen here. I get kind of rattled when things happen that are not supposed to happen. So I just want to see if I break this egg. Okay, so you can probably see here, the egg this is like would be considered like a soft-boiled egg, but it's definitely not a hard-boiled egg. So if this is what you were desiring to do, then that would be good. But I would suspect you would need to air fry these for another 3 or 4 minutes. So you'd be probably 15 minutes to get a hard-boiled egg. So first time that app has failed me because they're not hard-boiled. What a mess. All right, we're back. Some technical issues, not even the eggs. The eggs threw me for a loop. Had some issue with SD cards on our cameras. Resolved. Jamie's our tech guy, wizard, fixed it. So for our last test here, we've got some potatoes that I chunked up, tossed in a little bit of avocado oil, a little bit of basil, a little bit of oregano, salt and pepper. And then we've got bacon here that I sliced in half. I think before we aired and we didn't hit sync finish, maybe we didn't hit the button hard enough. So we now have that. So I have this set up. I'm guessing these potatoes are gonna take roughly 36 minutes. The bacon's gonna take roughly 15 minutes because there is a cooked bacon in the app, and I believe it was 15 minutes. I'll have to double check that time, then I think about it. But you can see here, they're both set for air fry. This one is preheating, this one is on hold. So what I'm gonna do is pop out this basket, even though it's not quite done preheating, but that's okay. I'm gonna pop out this basket and I'm gonna dump in my potatoes. Potatoes are in, I'm gonna get that basket in. Okay, so we're back here. Couple things we noticed during this cook. Once the sync finish is in place, you cannot adjust anything. You can't adjust any timing. You can't adjust any cook temps, nothing. So our bacon, which the little 6 pieces completely covered this at the time, have shriveled up quite a bit. Now, again, as I mentioned, crispy guys here in the average kitchen. Definitely how I would like my bacon cooked, so I'm very impressed with that. I don't even want to imagine the amount of bacon splatter on the upper side of that cooking element would be. Let me grab a plate, dump those out. All right, so let's have a look here. So kind of home fried potatoes, as mentioned. I think the cook on them looks fantastic. What do you think, Jamie? Okay, so the bacon, let's give it a try. Very good, Jamie.
Thank you.
Very good. Potatoes, I'm gonna wait a minute. All right, so let's try a potato. Very good, very well cooked. Could be a little crispier, but very good. The bacon was extremely well done, very nicely cooked. So let's talk about this product. $270 Canadian, not cheap, more expensive than a Ninja. Jamie hates the touch screen because often you have to push several times on the button, so doesn't love that. I don't love the fact that it's like a static electricity on this whole top and the dust just keeps sticking to it no matter how many times you wipe it off. I don't like that at all. But the Average Kitchen came up with a scoring matrix and we score 6 different categories. Price point, functionality, versatility, cleaning, sizing, quality. With that being said, price point, we give this a 6.8 out of 10. On the expensive side, functionality, we give it an 8. Functioned well, it did what it says it could do. I mean, the breakfast thing was kind of an experiment on our part to try. I mean, really, like, who's cooking bacon and eggs in an air fryer? Like, well, we tried it, the eggs were a total fail. Not because of the machine, but because of the recipe that was found, not enough cook time. Versatility, 7.9. Cleaning, 7.1. And the reason why it's on the low side is because these baskets, so the trays, can go in the dishwasher, but this entire basket cannot even go in the dish water. Has to be held and washed by hand separately. So that's a big fail, whereas Jamie, who has the dual basket Ninja at home, says he puts the entire basket right in the dishwasher. So a little on the low side on the cleaning. The size, 8.1, it's a nice size, 8 quart, right, Jamie? 4 in each, we did say that before. So it's a good size. And then the quality, 7.6. We don't like the screen. We don't like how, once you're locked into a cook, you can't adjust any cook times, you can't adjust the temperature, any of that type of stuff. So overall, 7.6. I would say for me, I actually had high hopes with this, and the reason why was when you looked online on their website, the windows that they're showing, the angle that they showed them, they look like car windshields, they were so big. But really, and I mean, I don't even know if you could see this. I'm gonna say, without measuring it, Jamie, would it be fair to say 3" by 3". Roughly. And if you're looking through here, and it's a tinted glass, if you're looking through here, you're not gonna see anything back here. You're gonna see what's stacked up at the front. So as much as I have and love the Instant Indoor Grill that has a massive, probably 16-inch square glass that you could see the entire cook, which I love, this is to me very misleading. Wasn't a fan. So overall, I would say I'm slightly disappointed with this. I had really high expectations for it. I mean, did it cook nuggets and fries well? Yeah, for sure. It air fried well. I just expected more. The moment you've been waiting for, we hope you stayed in touch and stayed tuned with us here. So, hot dog, number 1. Hot dog, number 2. First ingredient we're gonna do, standard. We're just gonna do a ketchup and mustard. That's how we're gonna dress this dog. Okay, generous amount of ketchup here. Not like what my kids would do, but it's still a generous amount. Buns just warmed in the microwave, nothing too fancy. Okay, nice looking dog, right? Now, my old buddy peanut butter. Now I know what you're saying. This guy's nuts. I'm telling you, my brother Jeff and I invented this. I'm gonna say we invented it because no one's ever heard of it. Invented this back in the 80s. And him and I started this trend of peanut butter on hot dogs, which everyone was like, these guys are crazy, until they tried it. And I can tell you, with 100% certainty, it's gonna blow your mind. And my kids, when they first started, growing up, they're getting a little bit older, cook a hot dog. I'm like, guys, have you ever tried, and my kids love peanut butter. You ever tried a hot dog with peanut butter? They're like, no. They tried it, they love it. So we're gonna make a believer out of Jamie. Jamie, which one do you wanna start with? Start with ketchup. Okay, I'm gonna get you a side plate. Now, can I cut it with a peanut butter knife? No, you want a new knife. Fresh knife, here we go. All right. Should have actually grabbed a knife. There's your half hot dog, ketchup. Ketchup mustard. I'm gonna try this myself. Quite good, hot. We always rush into things here on the Average Kitchen for testing, but very good. The one thing we definitely noticed about this product, it's very much like my golf buddies. Very chirpy. Never stops making noise. Oh, look at that. Melted peanut butter. All right, so I'm gonna try into mine. Absolutely love it. Oh. Now I want Jamie to finish that. Take a second, let the palate recognize what it's eating, because it's shocked, and then I want an honest opinion. Please finish it. Jamie's got one bite left. Based on body language, he loves it. Now Jamie, you've always been known for your honesty, your bluntness, and your ability to determine flavor profiles. Jamie, please tell us what your thoughts are.
The verdict is way better than I expected.
Okay, I'll take it.
But just okay for me.
That's our video. Really hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Try peanut butter on a hot dog. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you on the next one.